Victory formation for the Jackrabbits. And that will do it. How sweet it is for South Dakota.
Coach Simmons here. I'm going to go back to an article by Mr. Sam Herder. These are every FCS player stated below. North Dakota State O-lineman, Cody Mauch. Sacramento State linebacker, long snapper, Marty Mapu. South Dakota State tight end, Tucker Kraft. William Mary, offensive tackle, Kobe Storsdal. Stephen F. Austin, defensive end, B.J. Thompson. Princeton receiver, Andre Losivas. Wow. Wagner linebacker, Titus Leo. Kennesaw State, defensive tackle. Travis Bell, UT Martin receiver, Colton Dowell. And Jackson State cornerback, Isaiah Big Play Zay Bolden. No school has more than one player drafted. But this is more of a 10-year thing. So this is over the last decade. Total number of FCS players drafted in the last decade. You see 19, 17, 20, 15, 19, 13, 6, 5, 20, and 10. These are the HBCUs over the last decade. 2, 4, 3, 3, 2, 4, 0, 0, 3, 1. You want to go by conference? This is this past week. So what I want to do is do two things here. Get to the bottom of why this is and what's going to lead to. But before I go any further, I must also let you know 7 Power 5 schools did not produce a draft pick this weekend. Those schools are, in alphabetical order, Arizona, Colorado, Duke, Indiana, Kansas, Vanderbilt, and Washington. This is according to Fox College football writer Brian Fisher. So those 7 schools had less draft picks than every FCS school that had one. But you know the whole thing is, if the nation catches a cold, black folks got pneumonia, right? So how are we going to handle this? First, we got to figure out why the lack of draft picks. First, we got to understand we have 3 different leagues as well. But why the lack of draft picks in the NFL? Well, for one, be brutally honest, most of the kids that come to FCS schools and HBCU schools are not finished products. They're not developed as much. So they need to get developed. We know that Power 5 schools have deeper coaching staffs. They can be trained better one-on-one by those staffs. But as anybody who's played football will tell you, training is one thing, doing is something else. These players come down to FCS to get playing time. But the problem is, once they get playing time and show that they really do have that dog in them to learn, they get drafted or recruited either by the fellow players from other teams or other coaches to go to the FBS. And let's just put it like this, not even the FBS, the Power 5, because 200 and I believe 202 of the draft picks from Power 5 conferences. So think about that real quick. 200 plus players from Power 5. 10, if I'm not mistaken, from FCS. Consolidation of talent is a bigger problem. One thing I've always said is we have to recruit the depth of these Power 5 schools. It's not going to be it's an outlier to get those number one overall draft picks, those number one overall players, but you can get the 4-star and the high 3-star to come down to FCS and develop. Once they come down here, it's up to us to keep them until it's time for the draft picks. So the problem is, once the draft comes around and they don't see that division getting drafted, you're fighting for the next battle of kids to come down there. Now, there are going to be a lot of kids transferring in and out. I'm not going to talk about it because I don't know anything about them. If you want to find out why a certain kid left, go to a different channel. I don't know. But I can tell you why some of the kids are staying. They're staying because the communities embrace them. And there's some kids still get embraced and they still leave. That's the way of doing business. But if we want to get kids to get to these 3 leagues, to promote your school in these 3 leagues, to get other kids to come down, the schools and communities must embrace all of the kids. But what do I know? I'm talking from a place of facts and history. Do we want it to repeat ourselves or do something about it? Coach Simmons, I'm out.